Hi, you guys. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for tuning back in, or welcome if you are new here. So I wanted to do this pick a card reading because I know we do have a new moon in Aries and also a solar eclipse. So it is a really transformative time. I've actually been feeling this myself, building up for the last few weeks. So we're going to see what Spirit wants you to know in this pick a card reading for just what type of changes are going on for you, what can you expect, what doors are opening for you, just whatever kind of wants to come up here, whatever is channeled from Spirit around the significant energy here of the solar eclipse. And it's such a beautiful day, so I'm going to sit outside to kind of absorb the sun and the energy here. So we have 3 different groups to choose from. Group number 1, so just take your time here, set the intention for what it is that you need to hear for this solar eclipse, and also just kind of in general, the energy, what you need to know in terms of what Spirit wants to channel. It is a little bit breezy, so hopefully it will be okay. So group number 1, we have this amethyst crystal. And we have this card, Baccara, if that's how you pronounce it. Power, strength, force, and expansion. With the amethyst. Group number 2, you have this crystal with drawing down the moon, divine feminine source, channel, and stillness. And then group number 3, you have this crystal here with drawing down the sun. I just actually noticed that now. Wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, and witness. Okay, so choose whichever one, again, you feel drawn to. Take your time, ask Spirit which one will hold the closest answers for you right now about your personal transformation, and also just being open to whatever comes up, whatever messages that you need to hear. So the timestamps are down below, and we're going to go ahead and start with group number 1 whenever you're ready. Hi, group number 1, if you chose this crystal here and this card, let's go ahead and see what comes up for you. So what is it that you need to hear, group number 1, right now about this solar eclipse energy? What changes are coming in for you, and anything that you need to know? So group number 1, Spirit, tune us in to group number 1. What do they need to hear right now? What changes are happening? What changes are occurring for them? And anything else that their guides want to tell them at this time? I'm seeing a kind of a vision of one by one things are falling away. So this could be something that you're already feeling. It might be that this is about things kind of falling out of your life or falling away from your life. It could also be in regards to kind of slow parts of you that are, I guess you could say dying or coming to an end in order for this rebirth to occur. I feel like your guides are wanting to give you or put you onto track. It's like I'm seeing a road here, and they want to kind of put you back onto the right track, or the track that's facing forward. I think for some of you here, there could be a really big shift happening in your north node placement. I'm hearing something to do with your purpose, even your mission, something of the sort like that. I feel like you have been experiencing some challenges here, which have been maybe existing for a while, or maybe just recently. Kind of feels like a bumpy road, like when you're driving up a dirt road and it's very bumpy, but you're still going to get there nonetheless. So I feel like I'm also getting that you are very much going through a phase here of rebirth in terms of your spiritual process, your spiritual growth, your ascension. And I feel like this is almost kind of a feeling of like stick in there before don't give up before the miracle happens, or don't give up before you get there, you know. So this could be that you kind of feel exhausted in some type of way. Maybe there's just something coming up about don't give up, kind of, you know, don't give up before it occurs. So even if the road is bumpy, that is something that you can still persevere and still move forward in that. I'm also getting your ancestors coming up here, and I'm getting something about a legacy. So some of you could be building a legacy, or you're about to enter into a phase of your life here, and that could be what this solar eclipse changes are bringing, is that there's a feeling of, I'm hearing the word rediscovery. So maybe rediscovering something, maybe opening something again, or heading down that path of kind of coexisting here, or merging onto a certain legacy. I am getting a message here for some of you. Maybe you've been hiding certain parts of yourself. I think these messages will depend on how it relates to you. Not all of them will, but for some of you, you've been hiding parts of yourself, or you've been waiting to kind of emerge. Maybe you've been in like hibernation, or you've been in a cave of sorts. And I feel like there's a feeling of, again, kind of rising above any challenges right now. And we do have this card, power, strength, force, and expansion. So it makes sense with this, with the expansion part of it. I feel like you are having to, I feel like these little plants that are growing on the side is like, you're going to see evidence, if you haven't already, of certain things that are starting to be reborn, or a rebirth taking place in your life, to where you start to see growth in your life, okay? And I feel like this is going to take shape soon, if it hasn't already. Some of you could be having symptoms around your solar plexus chakra. This could be digestive issues. This could be anxiety even, certain things with your stomach. There could be something awakening in that department or that area, or there's an activation there, a cleansing even. And I'm getting that if you've been having any delays, this is actually very much for a reason. It's almost like I feel your guides are wanting you to know that these delays that have been happening for you, that kind of bumpy road, has been serving a purpose to align you when the time is right, or to help, again, that kind of path emerge for you. There's something sticking out about pink here. Something about pink. I'm also hearing moonstone. I don't know if pink moonstone is a thing. If it's not, there's something about pink crystals maybe that some of you may want to work with right now. Moonstone also is coming up, or something with the pink, maybe even the heart chakra. I'm hearing Spirit say it's time to get lit. So I feel like this could be something here about your heart. Let's get a little bit of confirmation and see what else we have for you. So group number 2, what else is going on for this solar eclipse? What messages do you need to hear? Group number 1. I don't know why I said group number 2. Group number 1, what messages do you need to hear? There's a card that flew on the ground, but it kind of flew off the whole ledge, I think. So I'm going to just, I can see it. It's the worry card. And it says something about not worrying doesn't change the outcome. We also have abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yeah, I'm hearing Spirit say the gateways are opening, okay, where the gateway is open. So I feel like this is really an opportunity for you to seize this abundance coming into your life. And I think that with the worry card that flew on the ground, maybe some of you have been going through a little bit of worry, or I'm getting something about insomnia. So maybe some of you have been having insomnia, or something with your sleep disturbances, or even dreams, something at nighttime maybe. And I feel like I'm hearing Spirit say there's no shortcuts to anything. So they almost, again, want you to know that for whatever reason, this whole path for you, this journey for you, has been exactly where it's meant to be. But I do feel like this solar eclipse energy and these changes are bringing about a new form of abundance. I'm getting a really strong message here coming through, just kind of a random note about keeping your energy to yourself or keeping your ideas to yourself, something about you being able to protect your energy by keeping your ideas and your energy to yourself, meaning that your own kind of energy within your soul is naturally abundant. And so if there's something that can kind of take away from that or to steal that from you, I feel like your guides here want you to sit with yourself and kind of pull the energy back within yourself right now. Especially if you've been trying to, again, hurry. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of like hurrying up or trying to move too quickly. There's something about like you, again, you're at the right place here. Things are, I feel some of you also, I'm hearing a message about love too. This won't be for everybody, but for some of you, you're casting your net wider. You're able to maybe like even see new people if you're single, or you are opening into a new sphere of your love life or dating even, or matching with newer people or people who kind of align to you more. This could also be just in general, you're casting your net wider to kind of pull in or draw in more abundance. So I'm also getting a message about take it at face value. I don't know what Spirit's trying to imply with that, but take it at face value. So I'm getting for some reason, I'm getting white noise. I don't know if some of you are listening to that when you're sleeping, or if you have been having issues sleeping, some type of white noise or pink noise could help you to sleep. Group number 1, anything else here about the solar eclipse energy? Is anything that your guides want to tell you right now? A financial windfall lies ahead. So we do have abundance, and then we also have obstacles will now be cleared. Yeah, so I definitely feel like I'm hearing just in the nick of time. So for some of you, that's something that you need to know. I don't know what that means for you. If there's like something that you're waiting for and you need it in a certain time frame, that it will happen. You'll get that in the nick of time. But even if it's not like a specific time you're waiting for, I definitely feel like there is, I'm hearing Spirit say there's an ocean in front of you, an ocean of abundance, an ocean of potential. So this could even be that you're tapping into potential within yourself, and this is beginning to open up now with the solar eclipse and the changes that are happening for you. The main change is going to be mainly in terms of abundance, finances, money, but I don't think it's limited to just that. Some of you here could be a water sign, because I keep getting energy of the ocean and water and the net to the fish and the octopus. So there's something about that here. But I do feel that I'm also getting this feeling of, again, tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new opportunity. Tomorrow's another day. So it's like your guides want to remind you that if you have been worrying, it's funny that that card flew off the railing too, because it's like the worry card doesn't even fit here anymore. So it's like maybe they want you to just like let go of worry right now. Try your best to let go of worry. Especially I'm getting if someone here has been, they're showing me like you've been circling around something over and over, or you've been, even if like for someone here, this is specific, but if you've been very anxious, maybe you've been, what is it, like biting your nails or something about like going over something again kind of incessantly. So they want you to know about that the obstacles within that situation are about to be cleared for you, especially if they're in relation to money or business or finances. I'm getting a car for some reason, so that could be for someone if you've been waiting for a new car, or maybe your car is needing to be repaired, or something that's going to come through which will repair it or help your situation in reference to a car. Group number 1, anything else that your guides want you to know? Some of you, there's a message that if you felt like something was irreplaceable, or if you felt like something was never gonna kind of never be like that again, or never work out again. This could be a relationship, it could be about a person, it could be about a job. Your guides want you to know that that's not the case. It's actually that there will be something even better, maybe. I don't know why, again, I keep getting this is for someone that you're kind of walking on eggshells, or you're waiting for something. I don't know what you're waiting for, but you're waiting for some date that's approaching, or you're like date in terms of a calendar date, or you're waiting for like, I don't know what it is, but that's just for someone. If you have been waiting for a certain date, or you've been waiting for a certain time that you know is approaching and you've been anxious about it, something about that I feel. And they're showing me like a golden coin, and on one side is kind of the prize, and on the other side is something that you thought maybe was the prize. And so I feel like there's something better maybe coming in for you, is something that you need to know as well. Something better, something that you don't expect maybe in some way. Yes, the Fool just flew onto my lap here. So anything else, Spirit? Group number 1, what do they need to hear in terms of these changes? Anything else, please? See, there's the 9 of Swords. Some of you definitely have been feeling anxious. Again, maybe at nighttime, maybe sleep cycle, something like that. But if you've been feeling anxious, it's like they're kind of showing me that the gaps within your heart, or the gaps within your life, are going to be filled. And I feel like you are very protected by a certain guardian angel, or angels, especially again at nighttime, or when you sleep, or even just, in general. I feel like you have a lot of angelic protection. It's almost like they're cloaking you when you're sleeping, or they're cloaking you in like a warm blanket, is what I'm hearing. Something about that is coming up here. Because they want you to, with the Fool, to really just kind of almost jump off the ledge here, metaphorically speaking, like just kind of, and she's actually holding an amethyst crystal, and you did choose the amethyst. So some of you, that could be a crystal that you also want to carry with you or something. But I think this is also like a feeling of just go for it, just leap of faith, just kind of open up your arms, something like that I'm getting here. Some of you watching this, maybe you kind of feel overwhelmed by everyday tasks. It could be like taking care of your family. It could be paying the bills. It could be something like that that you kind of just feel is mundane and monotonous. And it's like I feel that you're due for a change. You're due for some type of big shift here, which I feel is happening automatically for you. Some of it could be a mindset shift, a mindset change. I'm getting something with law of attraction too. So maybe this is something about, the Hanged Man, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is about a shift that's happening in a way that you actually don't even see right now. So some of you don't even know this is happening. But if you're very tapped into kind of your intuition, then you could be feeling this happening. But I feel like it's about the journey kind of that you've been on has, again, not been easy maybe for some time, but it's like the road, or the light at the end of the tunnel, is starting to emerge. And I feel like there's a lot of cleansing that's about to take place for you, or you've already been going through this cleansing time. And it's like I'm getting a vision of if you walk down a road and that road is just blocked now, and it's like this man here with the road, and if like the road here is a dead end, there's no more left on that road, and then you kind of have to figure out it's almost like if you're trapped somewhere and you have to kind of get out of that territory before the elements get you, or before you have to find a way to survive, sort of. This is just metaphorically. And I feel like they want you to know that now that you've reached that end of the road, you're forced to think differently. You're forced to kind of shift your perspective into something new, something different. Yes, you've outgrown the situation here. And at the bottom, I did notice we have the Devil. So if this is about something that you feel like you've outgrown, it could be anything. For a lot of you, it feels like it's more financially related. It could be a marriage. It could be, because we do have 9 of Pentacles here, 5 of Wands. It could be something like that. And it's almost like your guides are saying that this solar eclipse for you could actually illuminate a lot of these things that you've outgrown, whatever they are. And the Hanged Man and the Star is giving you an opportunity to figure out a strategy to sort of turn around from that dead end and think about a new way that maybe you would not have seen if you didn't go down that dead end, if that makes sense. So it's really all about a metamorphosis for you. It's really all about surrendering your fears, your worries, and opening up to a large kind of ocean of abundance and potential that maybe you are about ready to now receive. Okay, is there any final message here for group 1? Just, yeah, flip on the switch of light. It's like if you go into a room that's empty and dark, just turn the light switch on. And that's easier said than done. But I feel like something may come to light, or you're being asked to sort of switch that light on within your life and yourself. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope that this reading could help group number 1. Let me know if you like, and I will talk to you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and take care. Blessings. Hello, group number 2. If you chose this crystal here and this card, Drawing Down the Moon, let's go ahead and see what it is that you need to hear about these solar eclipse energies, and anything else from your guides. I'm seeing a bathtub, so some of you could be taking a bath, or this could be a really good time to be in the bathtub or to soak somehow in the bathtub. It does say here stillness as well, drawing down the moon. So even like a moon bath, even though we have a new moon, you can still do that, of course, but there's something about that coming up. I definitely feel for a lot of you, group 2, one thing coming through for sure is that this is time to let your ideas come to life, kind of like have a sense of rebirth in terms of your ideas. You're planting certain seeds. Some of you with the Divine Feminine coming up here, you could be very intuitive right now, or you feel very tapped into your creative center, your creativity. I'm also seeing an emerald crystal, so that could be something that you may want to look into or have around you. There's a feeling of definitely this awakening when it comes to potential. It's time to bring your ideas to life. It's time to bring your seeds kind of to life, to plant them and to watch them grow. I feel like it's almost like I'm seeing, if you're opening the blinds or something, and there's like a sliver of light that's coming through the window. So yeah, there's something about like the light shining in, the moonlight even, or it's just like there's a sliver of light shining in, which I feel is somehow calling to you. So definitely, I think for a lot of you, if you chose this pile right now, or even just leading up to this moment or coming in soon, this solar eclipse energy for you too is going to be very enlightening in terms of you having certain downloads, certain ideas being given to you. And so listen to those callings, listen to those nudges that you're getting. And it feels like you are, I'm hearing something about, it's almost like you have a lot of potential in front of you, like maybe many different doorways even opening. Something that I feel you're opening, like many different doorways. This could be in terms of like dimensions you're visiting even. This could be something very spiritual for you, or this could even be just in the physical world. There's certain doors opening for you that are going to start calling you more and more. But it feels very kind of mysterious. It feels very deep in certain ways. And so I think that I'm also seeing a giraffe coming up for you, which is kind of, in this case, give me a feeling of how the giraffe can see over everything. There's something that you're rising above in order to see the big picture. And so I feel like this is, again, kind of a time where there's so much about you. It's an interesting mix between the internal, kind of like the masculine and feminine together. I feel like you are learning to cultivate this inward kind of reflection or seeds of potential within you, and then you're going to begin to share it outwardly, or somehow makes sense of it outwardly. So I do feel a lot of color of blue coming up for you. So throat chakra, third eye chakra. I do feel like your guides want you to know that this solar eclipse again for you is really a time to be still kind of, but also to Yeah, there's something that you're kicking down doors. I think this is taking place in your mind, the way they're kind of showing it to me. I think this is more like taking place in terms of your intuition or your subconscious even. It's like you're kicking down doors that maybe don't serve you anymore, or you are finding kind of which door should I open, which door has the key to unlock this answer. So it's a very deep time for you, I feel. And I am hearing some of you could have Pisces in your chart. There's something that I feel you're chosen for. You could even be chosen for some mission, or you're highly intuitive here. I'm also getting to, this is a time for you to be unique. It's a time for you to think outside the box, to, again, like with the giraffe, it's almost like the giraffe is seeing things from different than the other animals because of its long neck. And so it's like you are capable right now of seeing so high up and kind of looking at everything from a different viewpoint than maybe other people or whatever your situation was before, that you have this potential right now to do this. I'm also getting a beautiful sunflower coming through. So the meaning of a sunflower could be important for someone here. I don't really know. For me, it's about happiness and joy and optimism, but I don't know what it exactly means. But I'm also hearing fluorite crystal. So maybe that's another crystal that you want to have around you. I'm also getting too, some of you could even be having, I don't know how to sort of word this, but maybe you're having certain people maybe who had tried to pull the wool over your eyes, or certain kind of, I'm getting jokester energy, I don't know. It's something that you're either tuning into the reality of it, or you're becoming more aware of energies around you that maybe didn't work for you, or didn't really kind of tend to the garden that you're planting in your life. So maybe there's certain illuminations that you're having in your psychic abilities about this. But let's see, pile number 1 or 2, sorry, what else does pile number 2 need to hear about the solar eclipse energy? Anything else that, yeah, it's a very, for you, it's really about like this innovative, crafty, creative energy for you. I'm also seeing a raccoon. So there's a feeling of like you maybe being in the darkness kind of, and coming out with that, or about to come out with that. But it's a very balanced time for you. But I think that you could be more so in your divine feminine energy and your intuition. Let me grab that. It's flew on the ground. We have indecision. So yeah, another purple and kind of indigo. So yeah, third eye energy, crown chakra. Let me grab this card. Okay, so we have surrender. I can release my need to control. Some of you have had a lot of restlessness in your mind. This could be happening now, or maybe you've already had this, because we do have that stillness. So if you have been feeling kind of restless, I feel like your guides want you to sort of try to calm down maybe a little bit, or to still your mind. And it's interesting that we have this indecision, because when I remember the giraffe coming up, it's almost like I feel something that you, if you do feel like you're having something that you're indecisive about, the answer is very much within. It's nowhere else but within, I'm hearing. So you need to rely on what your intuition's telling you. This time period for you is, again, highly intuitive time. It's a time to, they're showing me that actually some of you could be going through a lot of self-reflection in terms of like your past even. It's like kind of like maybe you're reflecting on different milestones, I'm hearing, of your life, or this is something that you don't even know is happening, but you are subconsciously, through dreams or just through whatever changes are happening for you, it's almost like you're kind of revisiting certain timelines or certain events in your life subconsciously, or actually, that I feel are somehow helping to illuminate where you're heading next. And so it's almost like taking stock of where you've been and how far you've come in different areas. I'm getting some of you, if you chose this pile, you have a lot of star family members around you right now. You definitely could be a starseed, and it feels like you are becoming more aligned to kind of awakening to those beings as well. If you have not connected to them before, or if you don't really connect with that normally, I think that, again, with all this purple and intuition kind of here, I feel like you are tapping more into the higher realms, the 5D energy, or you are about to. If this has not happened yet, this change for you, this solar eclipse energy could be bringing about these changes to align you even higher to your purpose or to your guides in a very spiritual way. Some of you actually could be having, this is specific for some of you, maybe you're even having certain weird events take place, like electronical dysfunctions or lights flickering, or you know, kind of mysterious events. And that could be a sign that there's a lot of spirits around you, which I feel maybe you're a little bit afraid of that for someone here. But I don't think it's to be worried. I don't think you should worry. I'm hearing somebody with the name B, Bridget. So pile 2, what else for you? Yeah, again, I'm getting like a swarm of bees around you, which I feel can signify, because I had seen that before, something about the swarm of thoughts around you, or overthinking, or let me pull a few cards here, a few more. It's like I'm getting a butterfly in the darkness. If you kind of picture a butterfly in a dark room under the moonlight, and it's like the butterfly is acquiring all this wisdom so that it can go out into the sun, so that it can share its light. That's kind of the phase I feel like you're in, and the phase that this solar eclipse energy could be bringing about within you. That it's like it's almost like it's time. It's not, maybe it's not time yet, but you're acquiring this kind of wisdom, where you're going within to get to that point, kind of thing. We have roots. Yeah, so keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. So since we have all this higher chakra energy, I do feel for some of you it's really important right now to ground yourself, because there may be something that's causing confusion for you. For some of you, maybe you kind of feel overwhelmed by a person or a situation or something that you feel overwhelmed by. And I feel like I'm hearing your guides say it's temporary. It's not going to last forever. Whatever this temporary kind of rift is, or this temporary feeling of unease, maybe for some of you, it's not going to last forever. It is going to pass. And the way that it's passing, I feel, it's almost like, again, this is like a highly spiritual pile here, but hopefully I'm not losing you, but it's almost like you are visiting your higher chakras to gather some information and then kind of go back down to implement it into the 3D world. So there could be this feeling of, I'm also getting singing bowls, or music is something that can be very healing for you right now, or helpful for you. Yeah, it's really, at the bottom of the deck we have here, someone new is ready to enter your life. What else for pile 2, Spirit? I just heard something, but then I lost it. What else for pile 2? What do they need to know? What else do we have here? Again, I don't know what this is in reference to, but I keep seeing the same kind of thing where you're searching for the answer to something, or you feel kind of lost in some way. And I'm hearing it's like the Spirit's saying that you're going to find it. Ooh, it's got really windy. You're going to find it either when you least expect it, or you're going to find it when you stop looking. It could be about love for some of you with the new person's ready to enter your life, or it could also be about just, I don't know, all these different doors that you're trying to discover. Let me get the tarot for this and see, because it kind of feels very abstract here. Group number 2, what else do you need to hear? Tell us a little bit more, Spirit. So something's trying to come into your life, okay? I'm seeing a ladybug here too. Something's trying to come into your life. Yeah, the Empress coming up at the bottom. I feel like 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Empress. Again, it's almost like you're hitting, I don't know if I want to call it rock bottom, but you're hitting some truth and then being able to bring it again out into the open, the 3D world, the Empress, to bring more abundance into your life. Group 2, what is this all about, Spirit? Tell us a little bit more. What is this solar eclipse energy? How is it affecting them? Group number 2. What changes are they going through? The Magician. So there's that kind of energy, the swirl at the bottom. It's like the same colors here too. There is definitely something that's brewing. It's like there's something brewing within you. There's this truth. There's this these ideas. There's these certain energies that are brewing. It feels very like a powerful shift, a powerful energy. Magnetism is happening here for you. And the Fool. Yeah, I do feel for a lot of you, this could be about you connecting to a new person, connecting to, with the 2 of Cups here, the 10 of Pentacles, someone new is entering your life. And with the 5 of Pentacles and the Judgment, that's that kind of feeling I've been getting throughout the reading of almost like you being maybe in the dark or trying to search for that door, trying to search for the answers. So maybe you, in whatever way that's going to resonate with you, you have been kind of going over things in your mind, or you've been, even if you don't know it, you know, you've been going through a lot of like kind of shifts within a soul level. And I think that with the Magician here too, it's almost like your soul is kind of utilizing this force of energy, this vortex of energy to manifest something new into your life, which I feel for some of you is going to be in the form of a new person. It could be a business partner, it could be a friend, but it also could be a romantic relationship. And I feel like I'm hearing something about there's no use in something, there's no use in going back, or there's no use in overthinking. So I feel like there's a feeling of you just being able to kind of be free in a way, and allow yourself to experience this. They're showing me like a home kind of on one last peg, like one last stick that's holding it up. See, there's something, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups. I don't know what exactly this is, but they keep showing me it's like something has been buried, some type of truth has been buried in the ground, something that you've been avoiding, something that you've even been indecisive about. There's a feeling of like it's been under the surface, it's been buried, and it's like it needs to either come out, or it needs to shift. And I feel like right now is almost like a time for preparation for what's about to come in. And I think that your guides could be almost like preparing you for this new energy and trying to get you to maybe clean something else out of your life, or to just prepare spiritually and soulfully kind of for this to come in. Yep, so justice, good karma is coming back to you, an offer that you can trust. Yeah, you're definitely getting an offer, okay, pile 2, you're definitely going to get an offer here from someone, which I feel is somebody that you can trust, but it almost feels like the details of this are that it's either going to be a brand new person, a brand new potential and energy, and your guides want to prepare you for this in any way that they can. What is the 7 of Swords? Because it kind of feels like... Yeah, see, again, very intuitive. Pay attention to your dreams. The time has come to make a decision. So we already have that twice. Something that you've either been avoiding about a person, about a situation, you've been avoiding making a decision about this, or someone else has. There's something that's going to come out about this. There's a feeling of like it's time to put that to an end, or it's time to make a decision about it, the Judgment card. So I can see this going a few different ways, but it's definitely like a feeling of the time has come. And if you were somebody who's been on the receiving end of like the bad karma kind of, or like not getting what was owed to you, I feel like this is coming back to you in a good way. They're showing me like a vision of unarming, yeah, so instant chemistry with somebody, like kind of like almost if you put the alarms off of on your house, which means that you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable, or you're allowing yourself to receive this energy that's coming in, some type of instant chemistry and attraction that you're about to have with somebody new. It could be someone you know, I don't really know, but it feels like it's a sense of something that was in the way of it kind of is becoming unarmed. I don't know how else to put it, but that's what I'm getting here for you, okay? Queen of Swords. Put it in its right place, I'm getting. It's like a feeling of putting everything in the right box, in the right place. So preparing for this mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even practically. Maybe some of you are having to clean out a certain, house or home, or you're having to just prepare kind of for this. And I think that your guides are helping you to prepare, but there's definitely like some work that's being done spiritually for you to help you to see the truth, or to help this come into fruition. So very interesting reading, but I hope that this could help you, pile 2. Let me know if you would like. And we're going to move on now to group number 3. So thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. If you chose this crystal here and the card drawing down the sun, let's see what this solar eclipse energy is bringing to you, and anything else that your guides want to tell you today. So group number 3, Spirit, anybody who chose this pile, what do they need to hear? What messages are coming up for them? Group number 3, what changes are happening with the solar eclipse, and anything else? I don't know why I'm seeing somebody making wine. I don't know if that's something that you want to do, or you are in that industry, or that's just, I don't know, maybe you're going to a winery, but it's like I feel there's something here for you, Pile 3, that you are squeezing out. It's like the way they're showing it, squeezing out. I'm getting definitely an energy of preparation, like your guides here are coming through to say that this time period for you, the solar eclipse energy, is preparing you for what's to come, helping to prepare you for something that you are achieving, some type of endeavor, something in the future that's about to come into fruition for you. I feel that some of you here could be a Capricorn, or you could have Capricorn in your chart somewhere prominently, but you don't have to. I'm getting a lot of focus also on your body, your physical body. We do have the sun here too. So could even be that this is a time for you to focus on your physical body, nutrition, things like that. I feel like it's a very steady energy actually. It's like a kind of a different energy than the other two piles, but I want to get more into it. But I do feel like there's kind of a steadiness to you, or a steady energy that you are embracing, or that you are about to embrace in your life here. Pile 3, what else, Spirit? Tell us a little bit more for pile number 3. What changes are happening for them with the solar eclipse? Pile number 3, what else? Yeah, alignment. I'm seeing 1111 here too. Also the number 777 and 1111. There seems to be like an alignment, a divine alignment that's coming in for you. And again, it's like a preparation. It's a feeling of, I'm hearing from one thing to another. So there could even be like a progression happening for you in your life right now. These changes that are happening are helping to progress you slowly, or to even move you from one. Some of you could even be like moving from one thing to another, literally, like one situation, one job to another, one relationship, something like that here. But it's also a feeling of, you're making some type of step forward, but it's happening in like a slow way, but also in a way that is, again, like you've already seen the steps of this take place, or you've already seen the evidence of this, or you are about to see the evidence of kind of what's manifesting or what's coming into fruition for you. It feels like, let me get a few more cards for you, pile 3. Your energy is a little bit different. So let me see. What else for pile number 3, Spirit? Tell us about pile number 3. What is this solar eclipse energy bringing to them? Anything else that you can tell us for pile number 3? What changes are happening? What energies are coming in for you, pile number 3? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's kind of a feeling of peace. Could even be that the other two piles, maybe needed a little bit more guidance, and you could be coming into more of a sense of peace. We also have discipline at the bottom. I'm getting, for some of you though, there could be either someone around you that's been pushing your buttons, or you've had this happen before in the past. It's like I'm getting a feeling of like pushing the right buttons for you, like being in charge of your own energy, pushing the right buttons sort of in a way. But I definitely feel like with the peace card here, I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. And with the sun, it feels like something here could actually be ending in your life, pile number 3. So that could be one thing that's going to be a significant thing with the solar eclipse, or it's already happened for you. There's a feeling of like something coming to an end, but obviously with the peace here, it's like it's leading you towards a lot of peace, or you feel okay about it. You feel good about it. Again, I'm getting some of you could be focusing on discipline in terms of your body, nutrition, diet, something like that for some of you. And with this discipline here, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. it's like it's a feeling of like things tearing at the seams, but in a good way, in a way where it's almost like things are bursting forth. You know, like I said before too, I forgot what the first thing I mentioned, but there was something about a preparation, yes, but also like things that are bursting forth for you right now in a way that's very kind of serendipitous or synchronistic here. I do feel like there could be a opening around your heart. Okay, some of you could be beginning to open your heart more, and this is something that's going to be taking place within you, to where your heart is going to want to open a lot more, and this could be happening kind of automatically for you. There could even be something about blood pressure I'm hearing for somebody. Obviously I'm not a doctor, but there's something about maybe you're lowering your blood pressure by finding peace, or this is through healthy habits. There's something like that I feel coming up here for you. And I feel like some of you could actually be having a solar return coming up soon. And maybe during this time is extra significant for you, because it's helping to bring about these changes even more drastically, or more just more. I do feel for some of you could be very empathic. You could be somebody who has maybe picked up on a lot of energy around you, and I feel like something about your energy is coming up as like straightforward or disciplined or like kind of straight ahead, but not in like a way that's too restrictive. It just feels like with the divine masculine, maybe some of you, even if you're naturally, more in your feminine energy, you are becoming more aligned to a stronger sense of masculine energy, to where you can kind of get things done, or you can feel more disciplined, you can feel better about yourself. But at the same time, I'm getting a feeling of like it provides this protective energy for you to have fun too, because I'm seeing a pair of dolphins here too. So there's could be something about dolphins, to where it's about play, and like the kind of the color of the turquoise here too, like water, ocean water. I'm hearing your guides say it had to be this way. It had to be this way. So I don't know what that means for you, but it had to be this way. If it's almost like maybe I feel with the discipline, you've been waiting to come into more of a sense of structure, more of a sense of peace. And it could be something specific in your life that maybe you wondered why it had happened this way, or it's like, I just feel like you're being handed a key, which is a feeling of like it had to be this way, in terms of like, there's a lot of wisdom here for you. I do feel for you, Pile 3, you are somebody who naturally has a lot of ancient wisdom, and this specific time period for you could be enhancing that more. Maybe you are somebody who's been connecting with nature more, with trees. I'm getting something that is like kind of like an almost like a mutual understanding with maybe a person, or just within kind of like you and spirit in a way, is like a feeling of like a mutual understanding, a feeling of serenity and peace. And so this is one big change that's happening for you. It feels like you are much more balanced, or coming into more balance within yourself, to kind of take on the energies around you, or to maneuver through them. There's something about hair. Some of you could have really long hair, or something is significant about your hair. It feels like your hair is holding some type of strength or knowledge for you, something like that. I'm also getting a really strong energy of ascended masters that are around you, very strong beings that are surrounding you right now. And it almost feels like a lot of things that are fated are coming into your life, or destined. It's like a feeling of that alignment, like I mentioned before too. Everything had to happen this way. It kind of feels like a feeling that the biggest change for you is divine kind of order that's beginning to unravel, I feel, in your life. And this is going to lead you to the peaceful feeling. It's going to lead you to a feeling of better health, better vitality, just more peace. And quite literally, being in the sun can be something that is coming up here for you, to absorb the codes of the sun, to just feel the warmth of the sun right now, be in the present moment. Pile number 3. What else for you? What changes are happening with the solar eclipse and anything else that you need to know? So remember, I did say for some of you, there could be somebody who triggers you or somebody who pushes your buttons. Staying in your own lane is strongly advised at this time. And I think one of the reasons for this is, like I had said, it's like I feel like you're coming into this divine alignment where it's almost like I feel like your guides don't want you to be disturbed or don't want you to lose your footing or lose your path right now. Yes, your higher power is leading you towards what is best for you. That's exactly what I'm getting. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have pregnancy of or birth of a new enterprise. I don't know, I'm just saw a really strong vision of a coffee, like somebody meeting at a coffee store, or I mean a coffee shop. So maybe you could even be having a new business opportunity or someone that you're working with, or you're going to be meeting somebody significant here. It's also maybe the energy of work. Maybe some of you are working at a coffee shop, or you're just putting in work into your, whatever this is for you. But the main focus for you, Pile 3, that the biggest shift that's taking place is that your higher power, your guides, your ascended masters, I'm getting strongly around you, that are very much around you, very, very high beings here that are guiding you towards what's best for you. And I'm almost getting like this vision for some reason of like, if you can picture them almost like swooping in and picking you up out of a crowd of like thousands. So you could be chosen for something. There could be a feeling of you being kind of, like picked up and chosen for something. I just noticed we have the friend will come to your aid. There could be a specific message that somebody, you're going to meet someone or have a meeting at a coffee shop or a restaurant. And it's, I don't know, something about that meeting will be important for you, or there's going to be a new business opportunity coming in for you, or someone who's going to offer you an opportunity. So Pile 3, what else? I am also getting a feeling of cord cutting, I'm hearing. So there may even be cords that are being cut from your life right now. Again, with this here, staying in your own lane, I just feel like your guides are really pushing you to cut cords with maybe anybody who's been unhealthy or anything that has been draining you, because with this card at the bottom, the new enterprise or pregnancy, could even be that, pregnancy in terms of something that you're creating. There's a bird in the distance. I don't know what bird that is, but I think this could be chickens. I don't know, but let's see. What else for pile number 3? What big changes are happening for you with the solar eclipse and anything else? I'm also getting this message for somebody, if you have been feeling not appreciated for the work you're doing, or maybe your family or relationship or something that you kind of felt like you were not being appreciated, that's where the vision of somebody of like spirit coming in to swoop you away or to keep you from things that are not meant for you, to really align you to like a feeling of like, this is where you're meant to be. This is who you're meant to be with. This is the path that is really going to light you up. It's a feeling of like you being, kind of like, again, snatched up and taken to somewhere better, especially if you've been feeling undervalued or underappreciated in some capacity, or you've been carrying a lot of burden. I'm getting Spirit say that the glow within your heart or the glow within your soul is becoming more alive, or it's about to. And you did choose this crystal here too, which I can't remember. I think it's honey, I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's a feeling of this glow within your heart and glow within your soul that's beginning to sort of come to light again. I'm hearing it's been submerged. So again, I think for you, Pile 3, the main transformation is one of self, and also potentially your environment, your circumstances, situation being led to something better, being led to something higher for you right now. And it could be in the form of a person, a friend, a business partner, somebody who's going to offer you. Queen of Wands, yeah. So definitely this is you here, the strong fire. Some of you could have fire in your chart, or this period for you is very fiery. And I feel like, it's like I'm hearing Spirit say you are, I think I already said bursting at the seams. Something like you're kind of, almost like if you picture this Queen of Wands has just emerged from kind of the ground, and all this light is shown into the world, and it's like everyone sees it now. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. I definitely feel that this is really a time of expression for you, coming into your own, coming into self-expression. I'm also getting this energy too, where maybe if somebody, again, didn't really see you before, or somebody didn't really value you before, it's almost like kind of, not in a revenge way, but you kind of are showing them what they lost, or what happened before is becoming changed now. The tables have reversed or turned. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords at the bottom. Pile 3, what other big changes are happening for you? What do your guides want you to know? Yeah, it's again, when I'm looking at the Queen of Wands, I'm getting a sense of peace overcoming me. Almost like I'm seeing you stargazing too. Maybe some of you are looking at the stars. Yeah, the Hierophant, the Page of Cups at the bottom, and the Queen of Pentacles. Again, I do feel you could have an offer coming in. Could be from a man, could be, again, a business offer, or it could be a romantic offer even. And this is going to be one of the big changes that is happening for you. It feels like it's going to be leading you towards more financial success. So again, I don't know if this is like an opportunity in business, or you are starting a business with a partner, or if you're already involved, maybe you and your partner are starting something new, and it's going to be very abundant. I'm hearing that you're also opening to this creative potential within you that maybe you haven't seen before, or you haven't really kind of trusted it before. I think with the Hierophant and the Page of Cups, it's almost like a feeling of you being such in alignment with like this higher calling, or just like being in alignment with like your higher self in general. And it brings about a feeling of peace around you, a feeling of just kind of being wrapped up in peace and tranquility. And I think that's definitely something that is going to be the major kind of focus here with this change for you. I don't know why they're showing me Cinderella story. So again, some of you, this could be like a romantic offer that you don't expect, or there's going to be something very unexpected here in your love life that's going to make you very happy. I'm also getting too, for you, Pile 3, that one of the other changes is that you're learning how to just surrender into the moment. And as you do this, what happens is that these things can reach you more easily now. These things can come in more quickly now. So whereas before, maybe it kind of wasn't the right time, or you were kind of unknowingly maybe kind of blocking it because you were pushing for it to happen too soon, or you were pushing for something to happen before it was ready. But now I feel like the timing is becoming right. And I think it's largely because of your own growth that you've been going through. I'm getting that there's something very much about a risk here, like a risk that's going to be taken, or a risk that, something with the Page of Cups. So let me get one more card. Maybe like this offer is going to be a risk of some kind. I'm getting it's going to come out of thin air. I'm hearing Spirit say abracadabra, and it just shows up. This card flew on the ground. Let me grab it. Stand up for what is right. Get this card. Yep, a generous offer is on the horizon. Abracadabra. It's going to happen quickly, or it's going to happen. Maybe you've been manifesting this even for some of you. Yeah, I definitely think that you've been manifesting. It's also part of your, it's actually a very big thing here for you, Pal 3. It's a part of your future. A partner that's part of your future. A business that's going to be a long kind of part of your long-term future. A new job is something here that's going to be really long-term, that's going to start to come in now. And it's a very generous offer. Somebody with the Emperor who could be in a high position of status, or someone who wants to kind of take you under their wing even in some way. Some of you here could be a ballerina or a dancer, I'm seeing, or you are going to be tapping more into that energy of some kind, or maybe this is just a feeling of you, I don't know, tenderness, gracefulness. Yes, things are about ready to take flight. I'm hearing your guide say, we've put it, something like we've put it in your sight to see, or we've put it, kind of like you could be seeing signs about this already, or you will see a lot of signs about it. And I think your guides want you to make sure that you're following that and that you're trusting it. Because for some of you, it's like I'm getting also that the kind of proof is right in front of you, or the evidence is going to come in really soon, so that you don't have to doubt it, if that makes sense. So really pay attention to what you're getting, what you're receiving. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it here, pile number 3. I hope that this reading could help. Let me know if you'd like, if it connected with you, and thank you so much for tuning in, for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Take care and lots of love.